President Bush, number 43, I think, he had a cat. And, of course, Jimmy Carter had a cat. Gerald Ford goes on. I think Abraham Lincoln even had a cat in the White House. So there you go. All right, this week, it's all about streaming. So Michael Cook's going to join us here to talk about 2 streaming movies that are available, Swan Song and Munich, The Edge of War. Now, Swan Song sounds familiar.
It's a cliche we've heard many times before, and in this movie, it's perfectly apt. This movie, it's on Apple TV, recently new streaming. This one stars two-time Oscar winner Mahershala Ali. In the near future, he plays a family man. He's married to Naomi Harris. They have a 3-4-year-old lovely son. But sadly, he's been diagnosed with a terminal illness. However, he doesn't tell his family that he is dying, that he has just months to live. What he decides to do is he goes to a clinic run by Glenn Close, and there they have a technology where they can perfectly clone you with copying all your memories and basically creating a whole other you, and then sending that back to your family so that they don't experience the grief of you dying at such a young age. Mahershala Ali is just fantastic in this movie as a man struggling with his decision, which he believes is right and he believes it's wrong, all at the same time, and meeting his exact clone and all of those emotions that come into it in terms of jealousy and hope and love for his family. He is, of course, just a fantastic actor and plays it perfectly as a man just trying to do right by his family. The themes of love for your family and the love of the memories that only you have, that are just personal to only you, yet being able to be given to a clone, are also discussed in this movie. It's a very quiet film. It's a sci-fi flick, although that's not not a lot of bells and whistles. It just it's clear that it's in the near future and that things are a little bit slightly more technologically advanced. There were 1 or 2 flaws in this movie. I thought it was just a touch too slow, and I thought some of the ethical questions could have been fleshed out more in terms of cloning, in terms of, is that the right decision to make, and isn't just dying with your loved ones part of life? I mean, it's a sad part of life, but yet it's part of life itself. I thought that could have been explored a little further. But I really still enjoy this movie. I give it an 8 out of 10. Highly recommend it on Apple TV.
So they clone him, but obviously the disease that's going to kill him, that does not get transferred in the cloning process.
They change the DNA for the new clone, and nobody will know. Not even the clone himself will know that he's a clone. So he just lives out his life. So a fascinating concept.
But he has all the old memories.
Exactly. But except for the... Yeah, exactly. You can go round and around, except for the illness part.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on to Munich, The Edge of War.
This one is on Netflix, newly streaming, Munich, The Edge of War. It's a set during 1938. This is it's based on a historical fiction novel, meaning the events really didn't happen. Some parts of the events really didn't happen. There are 2 young men that we meet at the beginning of the film, 6 years prior. In 1932, one's German, one's English, and they're good friends, but they go back to their separate ways. The English man ends up working for Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain, who, of course, is famous throughout history. He's played by Jeremy Irons, and Jeremy Irons is just wonderful in this role. All the while, both of these 2 young men from 2 different countries know that war is coming and are trying to do all they can to stop it. It seems like every dad I know likes movies about World War II and sharks. And this one, of course, is all about the World War II. You know what I mean, Pat? Is that a fair statement, Pat? Almost every dad likes a movie about World War II.
I don't know about the sharks thing, though. Okay.
And sharks. But spoiler alert, there's no sharks in this movie.
Okay.
But be that as it may.
That's a spin on World War II right there.
Exactly. It is a thriller, though, because it's fascinating because you know what's coming. Yeah. You already know World War II is coming. There's nothing that these 2 young men can do to stop it, but yet you root for them and you hope that their various behind-the-scenes tricks and things that they're trying to do to keep war from happening is just keeps you on the edge of your seat, and a lot of great historical things that are discussed. So for history buffs and history nerds like me, it was just a fun film to watch. So all in all, I really enjoyed this film that is on Netflix, which is why I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay. A lot of what ifs and that, like what if they had just done, you know.
Exactly. If they had done this, or what if they had done that? Yeah, exactly. But that's part of the fun of this movie, that what if things had been different.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.
All right, let's go check in with the ranch right now. And you say I play.
Got a request.